What's happening, guys, and welcome back to Celebrity Overdose. Furious Kardashian fans have threatened to boycott Kim's products and the family's upcoming Hulu program after making the delusional comment that nobody wants to work, according to her. The 41-year-old reality star made the charges during the Kardashians' most recent Variety cover shoot. Let's look at Kris Jenner speaks on fans boycotting Kardashians over toxic comments. But before we get started, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel, as well as hit that bell icon to receive notifications of our upcoming content in the future. Number 8. Kris Jenner speaks on fans boycotting Kardashians over toxic comments. Kim made some remarks that led to the fans boycotting the Kardashians in an interview. During the conversation, Kim delivered some challenging advice to working women. The Keeping Up with the Kardashians star remarked, "I have the finest counsel for women in business. No one wants to work these days," she added. Kim stated, "You have to surround yourself with people who want to work," after her mother, Kris Jenner, and sister, Kourtney, agreed with her position. "You only get one life, so make it a great one by creating a positive work atmosphere where everyone appreciates what they do. Then there'll be no toxic workplaces and people will show up and get the job done." On Instagram, many have accused Kim of being out of touch, while others have threatened to boycott her companies and the upcoming Hulu program. Number 7. Kim Kardashian comments. Kardashian's latest interview with Variety seems to support this theory. The billionaire felt compelled to share some very unhelpful advice for all the overworked, underpaid, and mentally ill female workers who were just figuring out how to survive a global pandemic amid the threat of nuclear war during new interviews for the magazine, parts of which refer to her $95 million private jets customized with cashmere walls. As they clicked mute on their Zoom conversations to clean up child puke, unnamed working mothers worldwide responded, "I'll try that. Create a positive work atmosphere where everyone enjoys what they do, since you only have one life. There will be no toxic work conditions and you must show up and perform the work," Kardashian added flatly. Several terms may define working women's reality during the last 2 years. The pandemic has created havoc on our personal and financial lives, and it has the potential to throw women back a generation. Toxic isn't even close to describing it. It's worth mentioning too that the phrase toxic work environment has been used to characterize working with Kardashian and her team. At best, it's ridiculous for Kardashian to allude to some type of meritocratic social system in which the women who work the hardest earn the greatest riches. This kind of thinking is most certainly dangerous. If we embrace the idea that hard workers are naturally more successful, we must likewise think that those who have the least are to blame for their misfortune. Low-income persons who are persuaded poverty is their choice or their responsibility may suffer psychological suffering that's much worse than the economic hardship they encounter. Number 6. Making plans. People should avoid buying the family stuff, according to one Reddit user, because they don't know how they make money. Anyone who was offended by her behavior yesterday should stop buying any of their products, they continued. But of course, that would at the very least put a hole in their hard-earned money. "I don't believe their items are the greatest on the market, so go find a better beauty brand or bikini or whatever they sell, then unfollow them on Instagram, don't like their photos, and don't purchase the Vogue issue with Kimmy on the cover." Others in the group agreed with the idea, saying, "Stop paying attention to them, especially on social media, by liking their photographs. We can't cancel them," one person said, "but we can get a new lipstick." Meanwhile, another Reddit user advised followers to boycott the Kardashians. Number 5. Boycott Skims. After Kim's recent statements on women working and the workforce in general, "I don't think any woman should purchase from this brand," one user said in another thread titled "Boycott Skims." "I boycotted a long time ago due to inconsistent sizing," someone else said, adding, "I boycotted a long time ago due to unusual sizing. I've never bought anything for Kris Jenner and I have no plans to start anytime soon," one person said, "but I watch the program occasionally. They've been a problem from the beginning, but we've rewarded them at every turn, making them millionaires who blame our lack of money on our sloth." In addition to Skims, Kim also operates KKW Beauty. Meanwhile, her well-known relatives use several enterprises that have helped them amass such vast fortunes. Number 4. an all-new show. Kim, Kourtney, Kris, and Khloe Kardashian graced the cover of Variety ahead of their new Hulu show's launch. Kim and Kourtney mentioned their aspirations to leave reality television during the interview. When asked if she has any plans to quit reality television in the future, Kim stated that she sometimes thinks about it as the dream. She went on to say that she may be able to stop being Kim Kardashian in 10 years. Kourtney had similar sentiments, stating she wishes to live in another area to get away from it all. Kim believes she'll be finished in 10 years, while her sister claims she won't be filming on a program in 5 years. Number 3. Tracy Romulus, Kim Kardashian's best friend, supported her claims. Tracy posted on Instagram beside a video of Kim making the claims, "Kim is right. But unfortunately, it takes effort, sweat, and tears to start and build a successful business, and in her case, businesses. It also necessitates the formation of teams and the empowerment of hardworking individuals, as well as being smart and modest enough to surround yourself with people who are smarter and more talented than you." Tracy argued that the Skims businesswoman was only answering a question based on her personal experience, and that Kim's claim was true. Any great businesswoman will tell you that to disrupt whatever market they're in, they've had to work so much harder than any man, she concluded. As well as having rhino-like skin, it takes a lot of making mistakes and getting back up every time. As someone who came to this country with nothing and grew up in poverty, as someone who has worked more than a dozen minimum wage jobs well into her 20s and lived paycheck to paycheck for more than half of her life, I wasn't offended by this comment because that's what I had to do, and you shouldn't be either, Tracy continued. Any successful individual living in the United States or any other free nation where opportunity exists, success is a mindset that can be attained, she says. Tracy's rant was backed up by Kim's 37-year-old sister Khloe, who responded with a flood of red heart emoticons. Number 2. Ex-Kardashian employee claims. In response, beauty writer Jessica DeFino said on Twitter that while working on the app, she performed days, evenings, and weekends and could only afford food from the 99-cents only store. "I was an editor on the Kardashian apps in 2015 in LA, working days, nights, and weekends, could only afford groceries from the 99-cents only store, was called out sick more than once because I couldn't put gas in my car to get to work, and was reprimanded for freelancing on the side," she said in full. The weirdest thing about that job, I observed firsthand how the world's most famous women Frankensteined an unachievable standard of beauty, forced the rest of us to keep up, weaponized that standard of beauty to sell items, and still never felt good enough, she wrote in another tweet. Number 1. Khloe Kardashian comes to the rescue. Following up on her sister's remarks, Khloe Kardashian, whose pantry is the size of a supermarket and who recently shared a photo of her toddler wearing an outfit reportedly worth more than $6,000, added, "If you're the smartest person in that room, you've got to go to another room," sparking a new round of social media rage. There's no such thing as a self-made billionaire when you've inherited riches. According to a 2015 Oxfam research, half of the billionaires' worldwide wealth is non-meritocratic due to inheritance or a high assumption of cronyism. And the wider Kardashian family indeed has a huge advantage because of Robert Kardashian, the family patriarch, and Kris Jenner's other renowned relatives. This isn't to say that the Kardashian family hasn't worked very hard. On the contrary, its members have, and they're rewarded for their efforts. But on the other hand, having a cash reserve pays off, literally. Our government subsidies the affluent in America through bailouts and special tax regimes. What are your thoughts on Kardashians' comment on hardworking women? Let us know in the comments down below. And before we get out of here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you can be notified of our latest content in the future. And as always, I'll catch you guys later in another video. Bye now!